As we continue our coverage, the question is what happens now? How quickly could the impact of this ruling be felt here in Tennessee? And joining us now with more on that, from a Republican perspective, Nashville attorney Steve Gill, who's publisher of the conservative news site TriStarDaily.com. Steve, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thanks, Scott.
Now, Republicans control the legislature and the governor's office, so they're in charge in Tennessee. How quickly could congressional district lines be redrawn?
Well, they have a very narrow window. They really have to get something done and signed into law literally within about the next week in order to make anything happen. The qualifying deadline for the existing districts has already passed, so they would have to reopen that as well. And you have some in Congress who don't want to reopen the ability of additional candidates to come up against them. I think the other challenge is how do you quickly redraw the lines in a way that may actually help you rather than hurt you? The whole goal at this point is to try and break things up with the 9th district out in Memphis. But if you take all those Democrat votes and spread them among a couple of Republican districts, you take strong Republican districts and put them in position where Democrats could actually make some of these seats be more contested than they are at this point. So I think it's going to be a real big math problem for the Republicans to figure out how to divide all those Memphis Democrat votes without hurting some of their existing members of Congress.
Is it good policy for the Republican supermajority to draw a district line in such a way that Democrats have little chance or no chance of ever winning a seat?
Unfortunately, I think we are in tit for tat. I mean, you have some people that are saying, well, the Republicans just need to stop. Well, you had the Republicans in Indiana forego redistricting there to pick up 2 additional Republican seats because they were promised that Virginia was not going to proceed in doing the same thing. And yet then after Indiana chose to back off, Virginia tried to turn their state into a 10-1 Democrat advantage.
Now, that said, how do you see this impacting the political climate, which is you described as already very polarized?
I think what you're going to see, if in fact a map is moved forward, is the more reasonable approach, I think, for Republicans would be to turn the 9th district not into a Republican seat, but a battleground one where either it's +2 or -2 for a competitive district, and then let the voters decide. That strengthens the rest of your Republican seats across the state. I think that's probably the best solution. I think that's probably where things end up, not turning the 9th district into some sort of a barely Republican seat.
National attorney Steve Gill, publisher of TriStarDaily.com. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Scott.